think that young people have a lot of value to bring to the transformation of workplaces. I think that we also bring an intersectional view of work, personal life balance as well. You know, a change in perception or conception of what work should look like is also a very important conversation we need to be having, because we've seen with COVID, you can work from home, you can be as productive as you are, or even more in an office space. So these are very important contributions. And also, um, as I said before, the balance between work life and personal life, because I think that um, younger people have better understandings of making use of technology to bring about this balance, and bringing those types of efficacies into the workplace, streamlining work in different ways. Um, and as you said before, the gender conversation has always been done in a very ad hoc manner. So it's men discussing what a gender policy should be, how to meet quotas and targets. But from a young person's perspective, I think we've really brought the conversation into a more visible and tangible conversation. So looking at what does gender equality really mean in the workplace besides ticking boxes? What does a safe space for women in the workplace look like? And I know we've been having this conversation in the mining sector, where I'm predominantly working. And recently we've seen in the Northern Cape all female team go underground for the first time. And they are young women, and I think they're all under the age of like 30 or 40. So it's having real benefits for women in the workplace. And I think it's also pushing the envelope on the roles that women play within the workplace, and just really looking to break the glass ceiling, as it were. And I also think that women are, or young people especially, are looking at entrepreneurship in a very different way than our older generation, especially within the workplace. And from a government point of view, our government has, as in a post-apartheid agenda, framed it mostly as a developmental tenant. So, and young people have really said, what does entrepreneurship mean to us? What does it look like? How does it happen? And we are saying more of it should be more independent from traditional work work streams. And we are looking at more at things like, even if you look at the rise of the influencer, for example, that in and of itself is a job. And I mean, that's a conversation that the older generation would say, no, it's not a real job, or question it. So I think there's lots of value that young people can bring to the workplace, and especially to bring the gender question to the forefront of how do we transform work? How do we make decent work available and also accessible in South Africa and the world over?